Oh, we are live. Good morning, Body Blitz fitness crew and YouTubers. Here we go. Oh, the chihuahuas are being really naughty, but hey ho, let's get TikTok on and let's get Instagram on too. Are we on? Yes, we are. Good morning, guys. Hello, how are you? So we are we are really going for it. We're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook, and we are on YouTube. Are you ready? So good morning, it's me, Emma, Body Blitz Fitness. We are going to do the hoop and chat. This is a weighted power hoop. This is the Power Hoop Deluxe. You can take it apart and you can put little weights in, but I don't usually use my weights. I find it more than enough. So are you ready? We're going to hoop. I've got loads to tell you today, so I hope you're ready. Step into your hula hoop if you've got one. If you haven't got one, do you remember I've told you, you can sit on the edge of your sofa and you can just do Russian twists, keeping your bum on the edge of the sofa, sitting up tall, or you can do a little run pummel on the spot, or if you've got a hoop, you're hooping with me. Hoop goes onto the lower back. Look, I'm going to put my left leg in front, turn the hoop to the right, launch the hoop, and boom, we are good to go. Now listen, anyone that's jumped in, don't stay for 2 minutes and go, because I have got a lot for you this morning. And I've also got an invite as well to a free health webinar tonight as well that Dr. Paul Clayton is running. So I hope you're going to do that. So I am me, I am Emma, I am Body Blitz Fitness. We are hooping. Why am I hooping? Right, number one, truthfully, so I'm not standing close to the camera looking at myself because I hate it. So I find it easy to be doing something. Number two, I'm hooping because this is absolutely fantastic for my core muscles. Really, 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 really good. Oh, let's just turn this off. Hold on, guys, otherwise I could be hooping for ages with you. Let's just turn this off. Oh my God. Has anyone else got this? So I've got a new update on the Apple Watch, and now I can hardly use my own Apple Watch. Honestly, it's really frustrating. Right, there we go. Come on. Right, forget that. We'll talk about Apple Watches in a minute. So I'm hooping because, as I said, I'm better off doing something when I'm talking to you. I don't like to stand there staring into the screen. Number two, it's fantastic for working the core muscles. Really, really switches on the core. Number three, it's really good for reducing your waist to hip ratio. Number four, I find it really massages out my digestive system. So if I'm a bit gassy or a bit bloated or just a bit uncomfortable, and I actually am today because I did something really silly yesterday. I'll tell you about that in a minute as well. See, I just almost burped. It gets it out. So it's really, really good. So yesterday I was a little bit, I hate doing this. And the reason I tell you about these things is so you know we all go through like emotional eating and stuff like that. I'm normally now, I'm now much better, much more balanced. So I started doing my health protocol that some of you have heard me talk about. And I find my cravings are much more under control, which for me is quite a big thing. I'm a very emotional person. I'm definitely an emotional eater, got a ridiculously sweet tooth. So I've been so much better. But yesterday I was proper stressed about something. I went and I did my shopping, and I was in Sainsbury's. And with the Nectar card, I think there was a box of After Eight mints, and I think it came out they were like £2.50. Now, previously I bought the cheap Asda ones because they're a lot cheaper. They're not the same. After Eight mints, you need actually After Eight mints. Do you like After Eight mints? Anyway, I started eating them on the way home from where I'd been, and I was really stressed out. I ended up eating half a box of After Eight mints in one hit. It was really bad. I felt so ill because obviously, without being funny, it's the most stupid thing you can do. I mean, and I know I shouldn't do it, but why do I do it? I just did it. So of course, then you have sugar spikes. Your body can't cope with that. So it's trying to get it out. So that's why you have these sugar spikes in your blood, because basically it's a toxin. So basically I poisoned myself, and God, boy, did I know it. Oh, I felt so ill. At one point I felt like my arms and legs didn't work properly. That's how bad I felt. And that is totally self-inflicted. Isn't it nuts? Why do we do these things to ourselves? So that brought me on to this question. Do you do this to yourselves? What, self-sabotage. We are so fascinating. All the power is in our own hands to be fit and healthy and well. It is. I swear to God, right? You go, oh, no, it's not. What about? But it is. And we have the way of setting our bodies up to be like to take a preventative healthcare way forward. So if we like nurture our bodies from the inside out, we fuel it well. And I'm not even talking like those of you like, oh yeah, I bet she only eats broccoli. No, it's well, just proved that I don't. It's not just that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do eat really well most of the time, apart from when I have these little blips. And I do exercise, obviously. I'm lucky it's my job, so I have to be motivated. Somebody asked me a question the other day, if you weren't an instructor, would you get up early and work out? And I thought about it and I thought, do you know what? I don't know. I've got to be honest, I'm not sure if I would. I mean, I used to. When I used to work at school full time, I used to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and go running before school. And I'll be honest with you, I was getting to that sort of coming up to 40 age. I was doing what all women tend to do, trying to eat less and do more cardio. Even though I'm a PT and I know that's not the way, that's what I started doing. Did it for a year. What did it do? Nothing. Obviously, I was fit, cardiovascular fit, but did my body change at all? Nope. Visually. Did I lose any weight? Nope. Did I look fit? Nope. So, I understand we all do it. We all do these silly things, but trust me, there's such a better way. I eat more now than I've ever ate in my life, and I'm not talking about the after 8 minutes I mean normally. That was just a blip yesterday. And I do 15 or 30-minute workouts, and that's it. And I am. I'm trimmer than I've ever been. I'm fitter than I've ever been. So, when I'm sort of telling you all these things, honestly, trust me, guys, it does work. But would I be motivated all the time if I didn't have the sort of the continuity and the consistency of my classes and teaching? I don't know. I'll be honest, but I do know that sometimes I get up and, I'm not overly happy, or I'm a bit fed up, and I turn up and do it because I don't want to let my class members down, and I feel like a different person afterwards. I'm much happier because I've got those happy hormones. So when people turn to drink and drugs, and I'm not talking about full-on drug addicts and alcoholics, I'm talking about just normal people who've had a shitty day and get home and think, I'll just have a glass of wine or two, and then eventually it turns to 3 or 4. Yeah, and you wouldn't think you were an alcoholic, but over time, with the amount of times you do that, actually it's quite unhealthy. And then people who do drugs, people go, some people, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of occasion when you're out. But then actually think about what's going on here. What you're doing is we're not coping with life. Bit like I did yesterday with me after 8 minutes. It's the same principle, and probably just as damaging, to be honest. So I get it. I do get it. But I would try and help you have more good days than you have bad days. Yeah. So that's all I'm trying to achieve here. So that might be through diet and exercise. But the best bit, and this is a new thing that my mind has been open to in the last couple of months, not everybody is in that place where they're ready to, sort of make their diet a lot better, and they're not ready to start exercising. Okay, I'll be honest, I don't get that, but I now understand a bit more that when you just don't know what you're doing, you're addicted to the not natural foods, you're addicted to your fast food, you're shoving your sugar down your gob, your joints are inflamed, your arthritis is flaring up, you haven't got any energy. So when I'm saying to you, eat more vegetables, prioritize your protein and exercise, you're like, nah, it's not happening. So there's another way. So what you can do is you can nurture yourself from the inside out. So what you start doing is you do test-based personalized nutrition. Oh, I better stop and hope the other way. Right, ready? And stop. I'm going to go the other way. Let me just sort my top out, put that down. So I want you to listen to this, because this is something that I've had to open my mind to learn. Once your body starts getting what it really needs, and I mean what it really needs, like essential, vitamins and minerals and the essential fatty acids. And I'm not saying about, totally changing your diet. I'm talking about doing test-based personalized nutrition. Once you start doing that and your body starts getting what it needs, generally speaking, you will start being able to make better choices because you'll feel better. So you'll find that you won't be craving all the rubbish quite so much because your body's coming in balance. It's getting nurtured. It's getting what it needs, and you gradually start feeling better. And then as the inflammation goes down in your body, through your joints, through your brain, everywhere, you might feel a little bit more motivated to attempt to do some working out. So it's a really, really clever way, very synergistic way of approach to getting you into being healthier and fitter. So I think that's like amazing. And then those of you who are already exercising and think you're eating pretty well, you know, but you're still not feeling quite right, and you think, well, I don't know why, you know, what's wrong? So me, for example, for me, that was, I was perimenopausal, menopausal, exercising, eating really well, at least 80% of the time, feeling like a bag of poo, you know, going back to the doctors and they're saying, oh yeah, you know, up your dose of your HRT, up this, up that, up the other, you know, and in the end you're like, oh my God, do you know what I mean? I'm going to be on a bucket load of this stuff. And then I got onto this and I started doing my nurturing myself from the inside. And do you know what? I have been able to reduce it down. I'm still taking my HRT, but I haven't had to have that extra pump of estrogel. I haven't had to take the 2 tablets. You know, it's really fascinating to see what happens when your body starts coming into balance more and you're absorbing what you need into your body, because that's the other thing. You know, I thought I was doing pretty well, pretty fit and healthy. And by the way, I'm not bad, but when I actually did the test to check out what was going on in my internal health and my cells, you know, it needed work, which I'm now doing. So I don't want to bore you all, because some of you will be like, what is she talking about? But it's really fascinating. I promise you guys, it is all in our own hands, and I can help you harness that and take hold of it. I honestly can. Anyway, right. God, I got right into that, didn't I? I was only going to tell you about light-hearted stuff today as well. Right, let's go back to telling you some other things. So tonight at 7:30 via Zoom, there's a webinar, and it's about how to go through the festive season with a balanced approach in your body, your life, your eating, your drinking, basically. So it's actually called a mindful approach to the festive season. So if you would like to watch that, it might help. You know, just let me know. If you want to come watch it, it's free. All you got to do is put it on your phone or your laptop or whatever you've got, mute yourself, turn your camera off. You haven't got to do any of that. It's just, you just literally watch it. That's it. It's great. So if you would like to come and do that, it's with a man called Dr. Paul Clayton. He is amazeballs. And it just might be what you need to make a change now in your life. So if you want to do that, let me know, guys, and I'll give you the link. I'm going to be posting it everywhere today anyway, but if you'd like to come and join, I'm going to be sitting in on it as well, and just listening to him, because he's amazing. And hopefully that will help us, because, you know, Christmas, it makes me giggle. You have such a big build up, and then realistically, what is it? It's a couple of days, isn't it? So I guess 3 maybe. So Christmas Eve, because I love Christmas Eve. Then you've got Christmas Day, and then there's Boxing Day. Yeah? And then it all goes a bit weird, doesn't it? But some people, some of you might be celebrating literally a week before and a week after, and then going into the new year. I don't know, you tell me. But who wants to go into the new year feeling like a pile of poo? I don't. I want to go in feeling good. I don't want to feel like I felt yesterday after I poisoned myself with half a box of blimmin' After 8 mints. That's definitely not balance. Eating 2 or 3 would have been. Like I said, I don't normally do that anymore. It was just a blip. Yesterday was just a blip. So there you go. And if you'd like to be warmed up, ready for that, I'm teaching a class tonight at 7 till 7:15. Now, listen, this is to see if anyone's actually listening. My classes are paid classes. I do loads of free stuff. I do loads of offers, but they're paid classes, because this is how I earn my living. This is how I pay my mortgage and pay my bills. People always message me asking for free stuff. And I'm like, well, you wouldn't ask Asda for free food, would you? Duh. But I have got something for you. If any of you are actually listening to me now, if you're actually still listening, number one, let me know if you would like to come tonight and you'd like that link for the 7:30 webinar. And number two, if you would like to join me tonight at 7 till 7:15, I will gift you access to that class free. And that can be like a little warm-up before you go taking into listening to Dr. Paul Clayton. So there you go. Now I'm going to find out if anyone's listening. All you've got to do is either comment on this, let me know, or DM me, okay? So comment or DM, and I will sort you out a link, and you can join me for free tonight via Zoom. It'll only be a little 15-minute class, Fit and 15. Probably core and more, or maybe we should do Pilates so we feel nice and calm. What do you think? Maybe I'll do a Pilates-inspired core for 15 minutes. That sound good? I think that sounds nice. All my classes, by the way, are suitable for all levels of fitness. I teach multi-level. I always have done, I always will. So I will warn you, If you come and train with me for the first time, no other class is ever going to feel the same ever again, because you will expect everyone else to give you what I do. And that's, well, you'll see for yourselves. Come and find out. You might be the best decision you ever made. Right, I've definitely been hooping long enough. Last little thing I want to tell you, 101 on hooping. You need to hoop both sides, absolutely essential. And when you're new, you should only ever hoop every other day for about 2 minutes each side. I can hoop for ages, doesn't hurt, I'm absolutely fine. But when you're new, it's a bit like when you first ride the bike and you get saddle sore, you get a bit hoop sore first. What else? If anyone's watching me and you live anywhere near me, I live 5 minutes out from Bluewater, and I'm teaching Walk Fit Silent Disco tonight in Castle Hill. So it's a 30-minute class out in the fresh air. Oh, there's one more thing. Do any of you live near Bluewater in Kent? Do any of you live near there? I'm also teaching an event for Sweaty Betty. Have you heard of Sweaty Betty, the fitness clothes? Sweaty Betty Boutique in Bluewater. I'm doing an event for them at 10 o'clock on Sunday, and it's free. You have to book, and I'm literally doing a Walk Fit Silent Disco. So if anyone wants to know about that as well, either get in contact with Sweaty Betty or, again, ask me and I'll give you a link. So to recap, hooping is fabulous. Get a hoop. If you want to hoop, let me know. I've got a discount code for you. It's only 10%, but it all adds up. Next thing, 7:30 tonight. If you would like the code to come and watch that webinar with Dr. Paul Clayton, let me know. Number 3, still with me. Come and do the class with me at 7. Just ask me, I'll give you a link. That's my present to you today. And number 4, if you want to come to Sweaty Betty or tonight or both, let me know for Walk Fit Silent Disco. And I'm going to say goodbye now because I've been tuning your ears off for ages. So first I'm going to say goodbye to my Facebook crew and my YouTubers. So guys, I will see you later. I can't see if there's any comments. No, nothing. So I will see you guys soon. So let's end that stream.